Hello everyone, I am Bree0, and we're back again talking about some more Rippaverse detractors. Two in particular this time around, being Mark Brooks. We're going to give a quick update on what he has to say about Air July going to San Diego Comic-Con, and of course the other one is this obtuse gnome guy who's been clamoring for some kind of gotcha for the last month from Air July himself. Before we get started though, I'm going to go really quick into the ISOM 2 campaign, give a quick update. Currently sitting at $1.892 million. On its way to $1.9 million with 10,696 cover A sold, 11,170 cover B sold, 3,573 cover C sold, 1,370 cover D sold, 1,660 total books donated, and have already crossed the 16,000 total purchaser mark. But without further ado, here we are with Mark Brooks on his burner account. This isn't his actual main account. This would be his burner account where he is saying, precisely saying goes for all of you. Have fun if you're attending, but stay away from me. Hope that's plain enough for all. Rippaverse Goalposts himself says, you're paranoid. Stop fantasizing about being a victim. Nobody said anything that would warrant your behavior. Why are you responding with your backup account instead of your main account? Which I've actually looked into it. This is his backup account. And this is what started it all right here. Where Eric says, are you going to be at SDCC? I am. Want to come by and say hello? Bet that. Mark Brooks says, cool. I think face-to-face is always better. Just don't make a bunch of videos from the floor aggressively saying you're looking at me. I'm not down with that. Respect always gets respect from me. I'll take your lack of reply as a no. So I'm going to ask you to just stay away from me at the show. I'm there to do business anyway. I don't think anyone actually cares about your work. So if you don't have something for me to sign or you're purchasing something, probably best you just enjoy the show away from me. That's actually what's the conversation that started all of this. And he responds to Rippaverse Goalposts saying, you get off on harassing people. No, he doesn't. It's weird and mentally ill. I don't know you, nor have I ever interacted with you, yet you can't stop talking about me. I want nothing to do with you, just making it clear since you guys seem to have trouble understanding. F off. I mean, this is coming from a guy who scammed people in a fan art contest. Essentially, from what I hear, his art is traced. I don't know if I can really confirm that myself. It's just what I heard. But again, this guy criticizes Eric July constantly, right? Constantly moves the goalposts all the time and tries to play victim after he gets called out on his nonsense. So let's look at the timeline of recent events. Rippaverse fan art contest begins. Mark Brooks shows up uninvited and Eric July is mentioned and talks a bunch of crap. Welcomes Eric to speak to face at SDCC. Changes his mind 17 minutes later, claims harassment. Which, like I said, he also got called out by people who've joined in on fan art contest that Mark Brooks put on, and he didn't give the people that won their rewards. So what are you gonna do? But let's jump into this right here, where he made this video. It just says July 12th. It's now July 15th. So we have tweets from the 14th that this guy was making, asking Eric if he pays workers better or worse, which Eric actually responded by saying, you don't hear my workers complaining, unlike the people who use the hashtag comics broke me from the real industry, which, as we've seen, if you watch Eric July, you've seen that they match the manga sales with the comic sales, so it makes it look like the comic industry is doing well, but it's really not. You're just inflating the numbers using manga. I have no idea what Eric pays his employees. It's none of your business, really. But it seems like no one that works for Eric July is complaining about pay now, are they? Unlike the people who work for Marvel and DC, who are complaining constantly about not getting paid for commissions or their page work. Lovecross says, it's funny you nitpick everything trying to find an argument, but don't ever accidentally run into positive info about his company. Go peep comics broke me hashtag, see some sad stories, or look into Steve Ditko's family suing Disney because they don't want to pay royalties. Oh, don't ask him to do that. That would require doing some actual work and get an actual fact, which is something that most Eric July Rippaverse detractors do not do. Ever. I do not care that communists hate money, and I don't want to sell out or whatever and make money. Yeah, Eric July is not a communist, you weirdo. I figure, which is why you're attacking a company that does make money. So why lie about it? Why say your opinion is fact when it isn't? I'm not lying. Eric July is a dumb businessman. No, he's not. A good marketer, great marketer actually, and a bad writer. That's your opinion. Math is math. This has nothing to do with math, bro. You just sound very uneducated. You're giving an opinion, not a fact. You don't even know what's going on over there. You just like to think you do. Again, why repeat it when obviously it's not true? Someone is poorly written. This is factual. No, it isn't. It's actually an opinion. More opinion, which is right. Isom has 2 moms per his sister when she says she will tell moms. No, it's actually slang. But, okay. Sure, whatever you want. I don't understand if it's not a typo, and what is it? Slang. Watch Friday or Don't Be a Minister or something in that genre. You get it now? Yep. Don't be such a moon cricket. He says he's African. All humans are African. Dude. Just stop. So then what is the point of saying it in the first place? So you can recolonize land you used to live on. This guy is very weird. It just goes on and on and on until I think about right here. My argument is that ISO number 1 is poorly written, which is an opinion. Eric is spending way too much, too fast, too soon on diminishing returns. That's an opinion as well. The man printed at least 60k comics for ISO 2. You don't actually know that. And has sold 28,344 so far, less than half. He's bad at business. According to who? According to you, who seem to have no business experience at all, and you're trying to call out and say somebody else that's actually running a business, a successful business at that, saying that he is not good at business. Meanwhile, he's had 2 now successful comic campaigns that you just want to sit there and cope and seethe about constantly. So Eric obviously responds to this right here, where it says the only reason why people are attacking it is because of how Eric responds to criticism so badly, and the people presenting it as a great comic can't answer, have you read it, and if so, what's your favorite part? It's such a mute question. That's why. It's a mute question. To which Eric responds, this is such a hilarious post. Time after time, Rippaverse customers tell you why they like it, and you either ignore it or pretend it wasn't stated. We aren't going anywhere, bro. We're about to have 2 multi-million-dollar campaigns. You'll have to get used to it. Your fans have the same excitement over Isom that Beanie Baby collectors did in the 90s, and this isn't the quality of the item. I accept that some people won't like Isom or the Rippaverse. Mind-blowing, I know. Something that Eric has said constantly, like all the time. Do you accept that others enjoy it? Yes, I accept that a small number of people enjoyed Isom. Do you accept that a lot of buyers were collectors or flippers? No, I accept, which you corrected it, a large number of people relative to the market enjoyed it. Some buyers were collectors and speculators. That right there, collectors and speculators are in literally every market. They're in every market of a collectible item. That's going to be said for just about any comic book with eyes on it, especially number 1s. It's like, exactly, the trolls and detractors are not sending their best. Yeah, this is not one of their best. There literally hasn't been any best because nobody can really come up with a real point or argument to anything Eric July says. They're just mad that he successfully went outside the mainstream, built his own website so they can't take him down, have basically his own processing, which they can't take away from him. He's his own distributor, own retailer, and own creator. He owns everything. So they can't stop it, and they're mad about it. They're mad that they can't stop it. They can't do anything about it. This what's your favorite part question is something an effing 5-year-old would ask. In the 10 years I collected comics in the 80s into the 90s, reading thousands of comics, I probably had 5 comics that I had a part in them that stood out to me enough to call a favorite. My favorite part of Isom is Fontano acting like an actual top-tier crime boss instead of what comic book writers think they act like. I just hate to see a successful black man. I haven't read comics for 15 years on a regular basis. Even then, it was half older collected edition of 70s and 80s stuff. Love being in on the ground floor of the Rippaverse and see what's coming next. So, you still have people excited here, enthusiastic, which right here, Bruce Flash, which you'll see him around in Rippa's live streams if you're around, Says, want to see something more hilarious? He claims to be a customer, where he says, I bought a single copy of Isom 1, have also read Isom 1. Which cover? Let's see it. Cover C, the mass-produced one, which he presents no picture, right? You can literally just show your hand with the comic in it to prove you bought it. It's not hard. It's not like you're doxing yourself. You're literally just showing your hand. It's the easiest thing you can do. But this right here basically explains the exact thing about these detractors and haters with this. It's just a grift. Rippaverse fans, detractors and retards. Isom. It's badly written. Quit having fun. Basically sums it all up. But this was actually a response that Ethan Van Sciver gave to a guy who said that people like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby would not like Eric and would hate Eric for what he encourages and stands for. Wrong, shithead. Stan, Jack, Siegel, and Schuster, and especially Bill Finger, were all destroyed by the comic book industry that we criticize every day. Each one of them were robbed, and many of them died broke. Except for Stan Lee, he died knowing that people like you thought he did bad things to his nurses and didn't deserve the love he received from us. And Stan Lee's signatures were the last drop of blood you drained from him as he went from con to con, miserably signing his name for people he knew were exploiting him. Eric July represents creative freedom, and Stan Lee would have loved him. I knew, Stan. You didn't, asshole. Mic drop, because, again, this is coming from someone who's actually worked in the industry, has worked with Stan Lee, more than likely knew who he was, and knew him. So, you're not going to go against a dude that's actually known the person that you're criticizing. You think that would hate Eric July in any way. It's just so weird that these people just constantly... Also, he claimed he had he bought a digital copy. This guy also claimed he bought a digital copy. I think it's somewhere in here. Let's see. Where is it? He's Bruce telling him buy the signed ZGC stuff. He doesn't think it'll hold any value, of course, because he clearly doesn't know anything about comics. I don't care that you were annoying and got blocked. The best part of Isom was Alpha Squad, which it's Alpha Core, dude. Since they had a bit of competency and proactiveness, the book still sucks. Again, your opinion. Let's see. Let's see. I also have a digital version of the comic, which you can have when you own something. If I bought a CD and have a CD, I can sell a CD. Okay, and it's not how it works. So yeah, I think it was here. Yeah, you bought a copy, have a digital version. It's even worse that you need to go find a photo. Oh man, this guy is so stupid. This guy is so dumb. Holy crap. Oh yeah, and he was saying that it was obvious that he was going to do a sign and slabbed version of cover D. Meanwhile, it was fans and customers who actually asked for that. They asked for it to have a signature series. They asked for it to have a signature series. Like, you're not very smart. You're really not very smart. You think you're smart, you think you're intelligent, but you have room temperature IQ, just like every other detractor and hater of the Rippaverse and of Eric July. So, it's so weird, dude. It's really weird how you think that someone who's a lot more successful than you will always be more successful than you is somehow a bad person or bad businessman. But at the end of the day, these are the type of people that Eric is dealing with, and at the end of the day, they're not sending their best. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you get notifications anytime I post a new video. And I will see you all on the next one. Peace.